Hello, Daily Drafters, and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We are in the midst of, I suppose, week 3 of drafts. We've had our first meta update this past weekend. The format is settling in a nice spot. We're having fun still. I'm having fun here. I hope you are too. We have a bunch of live streams. I think we've already had 4 live streams of the format. Endless Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth draft content and limited content here on the channel for you to watch. So if you're not subscribed, absolutely go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can go ahead and make sure you're on top of future uploads. We've got plenty of things coming, but without further ado, we're here to see a draft. I'm here to draft. Let's get into a draft. And here we are in said draft with an uninspiring pack 1, to be honest. The only black card in the entire pack is Orcish Medicine, which is unfortunate because I always want to find myself in black if possible because black is the best color. There's a Fall of Care Andros. So whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, you amass X. And then you can pay 8 to have it deal 7 damage to target creature. I mean, seems like a kind of a fun build around. There's also just Theoden, which is great in red-white. I mean, that's by far and away the best card here. The question is, do we go a little bit off script here and take Fall of Karandros and see if we can try to make something like this work? It seems just too finicky. Like, you could take this and try to build around it and still not get the cards needed to build around this card. Not to mention, I think this is kind of like a plant for the green-red deck, and green is so wildly unplayable that I have no desire. Holy black cards now. That was wild. We now have 6 black cards after taking a red-white card to start. Alright, well I guess I'll take Troll of Khazad-dûm here since we're not following it up with anything red or white. Morgul Knife Wound, the only unplayable black card here. I haven't played Grima Wormtongue yet. It doesn't seem great. I mean, it's a good blocker of ring bearers, I suppose. But, I mean, I think I'm just going to take the troll if I'm trying to get myself into black a little bit here. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Oh, I missed the Claim the Precious as well. Alright, Fiery Inscription. Blue-red is the only deck in Tier 1 that I haven't drafted yet. And it's a deck I really do want to draft. That being said, when there's a Claim the Precious, pick 3. I think you got to take the Claim the Precious. I mean, there's Grishnok, which would go well in the Theoden deck as well. There's nothing to say we couldn't be black-red. You know, with Troll and Claim and Wheel Improvised Club or something like that. But yeah, Fiery Inscription, probably not today. So we'll send that on. And follow it up with a Torment of Gollum here. Great black card. 4 mana, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card, they discard it, and you amass 2. Not much in competition for it here. There's Easterling Vanguard, but I'm pretty low on this card nowadays. Considering the presence of all the 1/3 bodies in the format, these 2/1s just don't really get it done. So let's take Torment of Gollum. Again, a bunch of green that I don't particularly want. There's Glorious Gale and Deceive the Messenger, as well as Mordor Muster. Blue-black is my favorite deck in the format. And I'm wondering if I should take one of these. I don't think I should this early. I'm going to take the Mordor Muster here. It just stays black. It tells our neighbor, hey, stay out of our color for pack 2. These cards are fine. I would play them in blue-black, but I'll take my first Mordor Muster here. Another Deceive the Messenger. There's also Pelargir Survivor and the Black Breath. I could take the Black Breath. I've mentioned this card is fine as one of, but really only if you consistently getting to like the second level of the ring where you can pitch it when it's not good. I'm wondering if I should just take it to delay this decision of finding a second color. I do like Arwen's Gift and Deceive the Messenger, though. But I think these are cards I could get a little bit later. I'll go ahead and take the Black Breath and just stay black for now. Alright, now the black is gone, but there's a Shadowfax. And we do have Theoden, remember. And white is looking relatively open as well. There's a Lembas, and I don't care about either of these cards if I do go blue-black. I guess I'll take Shadowfax and see if red-white ends up still being open. If you see Shadowfax pick 7, it's a decent sign. So I'll take Shadowfax, and we'll see here. So this is pick 8. There's the Trebuchet and the Medicine, but there's also Cavalier, which is a human. There's Spearmaster, which is a human, and Soldier, which I don't really care about. I guess I'll hedge my bets and go with the 2-drop, that is Eastmark Cavalier here. The Orcish Medicine did leave this pack, but that's not unexpected. There's a Reprieve, which could be good in red-white. Stalwart's not as much, and Rush the Room, I can get that whenever I want it. So I guess I'll take the Reprieve here. Ambush and Bats came back along with the only white card in the pack and the only red card in the pack. So I think red-white is open here. Bats not really great, and Ambush fine, but let's take the white 2-drop. We'll just cut white here. Don't care about any of those cards. You cannot pass. Not a card I've found to be playable a lot. Hobbit Sting could be good in an aggressive red-white deck and whatever on green cards. Okay, we swung and a missed on the rare again. Only black card in the pack is Mordor Muster. There's Esquire the King, which I haven't been particularly high on, but I just saw it. You probably saw it before me. There's Rally at the Hornburg. That's probably what we have to take here. I mean, if there was like a Claim the Precious or a Dunlin Crebain in this pack, I'd probably take it. But there isn't, and the Forge Anew is a big fat F, so I think we have to take Rally at the Hornburg here and hedge back toward red-white. Alright, here's the Dunlin Crebain and the Lash. There's also an Oliphant and a second Breakfast. I don't know how much my red-white deck is going to want an Oliphant. So I guess I hedge back towards black and take the Dunlin Crebain. I'm kind of drafting 2 decks at the same time here. But I think that's okay for a moment. I need some of the good white and red uncommons here. And Smite the Deathless and things to really push me toward the other deck. And there's one of the great ones. Aemir of the Rittermark. Okay, that probably solidifies red-white for me. Nothing else particularly close here. Only black card left. Pick 3 is Snarling Warg. So we'll take Aemir and probably look to lock in red-white here. I think we read it as open in pack 1. So we'll see if we can fill it out here. He says that there's only a Spearmaster and a Soldier, but there's a Nasty End and a Golem's Bite as well. Alright. I was locking it in, and now I'm hedging back towards black. Yeah, I'll take the Golem's Bite. I don't care about the Spearmaster very much. Alright, no black. Esquire the King, we have 3 legendaries right now. There's an Oliphant, an Olagai Crusher, which is basically never going to block in our deck. Second Breakfast, whatever. Guess I'll take my first Esquire the King. Okay, here we go. Pick 6, Smite the Deathless. That's what we're looking for. There's also a Grishnok, which would be good. I would play it, but we have to take some interaction here, and I'll start with my first Smite the Deathless. Second Breakfast, Cast into Fire. I guess I'll take the Cast into Fire, but I don't particularly want to play it. 10 cards. We're about halfway through here, so we can't really waffle around anymore. The good news is, and the bad news, is that in pack 3, there's not a lot of great rares in this set, so there's not the chance that we're going to open some busted black card and really hate our life. Although the Witch King of Angmar, I suppose, would cause me to do that. Currently only 6 creatures, so it's not to say we couldn't be either black-red or black-white. These second breakfasts keep coming around. I guess I'll take a Rush the Room here as a combat trick, but really looking for some good 2 and 3 drops. Bunch of white here. I don't know if I want 2 Esquires. I guess I'll take another Westfold Rider. Though with all the 1/1s, this card is definitely worse. There's also now for Wrath, but we really need to get our creature count higher and quickly. So I'll take the Westfold Rider here. So Shadowfax works well with Theoden, works well with, any of the 2 drops we have. Gotta rush the room anyway. The Lash of the Balrog did wheel. I'm sure we'll wheel one of these second breakfasts here if we want it as well. Cast into the Fire number 2. Fire of Orthanc. Creatures without flying can't block. Maybe. Alright, so we're not really getting rewarded for red-white being open here. Which makes me think maybe someone... Here's the second breakfast anyway. Maybe someone pivoted in pack 2? Because we got a 7th pick Shadowfax, which is pretty late. We haven't seen any of the... Okay, there's not bad. We haven't seen any of the 1-drops. Ooh, Blue-Black Control, the Bath Song. Not a card I've played yet, but a card I'm looking forward to trying at some point here. I think it's a Ranger's Firebrand for us, though. 1 mana, deal 2 to any target the ring tempts you. There's Moria Marauder as well, but we don't have a lot of ring temptation going on yet. So I think we just have to take the Ranger's Firebrand here. And I guess we see a Bill the Pony over Warbeast of Gorgoroth. 4 mana, 1/4 ETBs. You make 2 food. You can sack a food to have a creature fight with its butt. Do we have any other bigger butts? Theoden. That's it. Basically. Yeah, Bill the Pony's still the best card in this pack, though, so we'll take it here. Another Smite the Deathless. There we go. Great. Great pickup here. There's Fog on the Barrow Downs, but this is not a good removal spell in the format, in my opinion. There's another Fire, another Rush, but we'll just take Smite for sure. 8 creatures in our red-white aggro deck, so we really do need some more creatures here, pretty badly. Esquire of the King and Oliphant. I think the Esquire is going to wheel, so I'll take the Oliphant here. Probably play it. I guess there was an out to be red-black this draft as well. There was a couple of Grons that we could have taken. We do have a Troll. Is there any use in splashing? What will we splash? Dunland Cribane? And Torment? That's not great. So I guess I'll just keep it like it is. Right now the Hobbit Sting is also not looking great. Currently 6 humans. Oh, we have the combo. Shadowfax and Bill. Let's go. Shadowfax gives Bill haste. Another Theoden would be good. Another Rally is fine. It's a late Torment here. Another Stalwarts, but we'll definitely take the Rally. Double Smite's going to have to really hold down the fort with this deck here. Lots of red and white cards, but not a lot of great ones. Goblin Fire Leaper, I think, is fine, though. 2 mana, 1/1. When it dies, it deals damage to its power equal to any... Oh, it's a target creature. And you can pump it. That's another creature we can play. It's not a human, but it goes in there. Currently 10 creatures with double rally. Book of Mazarbul, that's a good one. 3 mana, amass 1, then amass 2, and then creatures you control get +1/+0 and menace. Till end of turn, I probably would play a Westfold Rider here. Look, Old Man Willow all the way pick 7. But we'll take the Book of Mazarbul. It's also nice with our curve here. Another creature in Relentless Rohirrim over Reprieve and a combat trick. I think we just need the creature here. Literal nothing for us, unfortunately. And that was the wheel. Soldier that I hopefully don't have to play. Yeah, the deck is not really coming together how I wanted it to. We have double smite. We have Ranger's Firebrand. There's a fire in here right now. There's not a lot we could really put in from the sideboard necessarily. You cannot pass with 1, 2, 3. Another Esquire. Probably have to play it. 3 legendaries and a couple of ring temps. 4 legendaries here. But with you cannot pass, like, it's not great because your opponents can block before you kill the creature, which we don't want them to be able to do. Definitely 16, maybe even 15 with the Oliphant, but I'll stay at 16 for now. 3 Rush the Rooms, definitely don't need that. Probably can't cut a creature. Eight humans plus 2 rallies here for Dundane Blade. I guess I'm giving fire a shot. And second breakfast. Creatures are all fine. Go down to 1 Rush the Room and then run it like this. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we're doing. Not thrilled with it, but I mean, it's got the ability to steal some games. So I'll see you in game 1. Before I do, quick message from me. Thanks, me. If you appreciate the content here on the channel, why don't you go ahead and head over to the Daily Draft Patreon page where you can find ways to give back with some incredible benefits included. I pride myself in my Patreon being incredibly affordable, beginning at just $1 singular US dollar per month, which comes with lifetime access to the Daily Drafters Discord server. I mean, what's $1? And for just $3, you can get access to the Discord as well as early access to every single upload on the channel. You'll see them as soon as I'm done editing. I mean, who doesn't love a good binge? And the most expensive level of support is just $5 US. That's right, $5 is the highest level of support on my Patreon, and Patreons in this tier gain access to my expansive, exhaustive, and interactable tier lists, of which you can see a small sample of here. You get to see how I rate every single card in the set from A to F, whether or not the card has moved up or down since the last update, and you can hover over the card to see a clickable link that brings you straight to Scryfall. And I customize these tier lists for every single draftable archetype in the format. Looking to see how a card fits into blue-white as opposed to black-white? I got you covered. Again, all of these tiers are incredibly affordable, so go ahead and check them out. If a monetary donation isn't your speed, a subscription to the channel is always contribution enough. Thanks so much for your consideration. Alright, here we are going first with 2 creatures we can play, and a red opens the hand here. Seems to be a theme here lately on the channel where our deck likes to not let us start with both colors of mana. Alright, so they've got a land cycler. We'll see if they want to use it or not. Looks like they won't. So they've got all the lands they need in hand. And we are missing land drops. It's at least something we can kill. Not at all what I needed. And looks like we'll lose to Mana Screw the first game here. Still got the Cycler in hand. They are somehow down to 8. We have 2 points of direct damage to the face. They're 1 mana away from playing either... Oh, God. I mean, the hand is great. If one of these was a mountain, we would have won this game pretty easily. I guess because we have fire in hand, we shouldn't be trading here. So they've either got eagles or a troll, and the troll will kill us quickly. See if they have their 6th land, though. Okay. Yeah, not at all what I need. Looks like this one got out of hand here. Sure, keep giving me planes. That's the literal worst draw on our deck right now. I mean, oh, this has Death Touch too? Oh. Take 5 a turn, 6, 7 a turn? I mean, I don't see a way out of this. That's a nice little combo, though. The Trebuchet and the Bats here. I'll go ahead and bounce their big fat 6-drop, whichever one it is. I guess I have to block at this point now. I mean, I don't know. Can't really do anything else. Alright, dead on board. Fun. Okay, we're on the draw this time. I stand by the fact that this is a keep. I'm keeping it twice now. Y'all let me know in the comments, like, are both of these mulligans? Like, the first one obviously didn't go very well. Maybe we draw a red this time. Maybe we go 0-2 because we don't find a red here. But, like, these are keeps, right? Again, I could be wrong. I guess I didn't have to block there, but like I didn't want them to get the extra value off of that thing, so. Alright, we're both mana screwed. Let's go. It's almost like I'm playing mono white here. Haven't seen a single mountain the entire draft so far. We have now seen 10 plains before we've seen a single mountain, and we're running 8-8. And an Oliphant. So kind of like 9-8. So this is going great. There's no guarantee they have a play following that. And I'd like to hit a mountain here, so I'm just going to bounce it to their hand. Oh, goodness. Me and my mono white deck today. Oh. So, y'all are still going to see this draft because part of my policy here at Daily Draft is I post everything that I draft. I don't try to curate just the trophies for you to see like other content creators, which is, you know, you get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. Including today's ugly, clearly. Alright, so they have the sacrifice one here. Are they going to actually use it? Yes, they will. I mean, one singular mount, we play Shadowfax and then, like, immediately bring in Theoden here. Which wins the game, I think. 4 plus... No, 4, 8? No, not quite, but close. Alright. Gets a double strike, it would just trade for Lord Erkenbrand, or I can smite the Deathless, but that's not great either. I can put in just Theoden, basically, so... Not sure what they have for double black here. Tapped and attacking. They're just going to trade, aren't they? I could also just, like, give this double strike, they eat Theoden, and then they go to 3? That doesn't seem very good, though. Oh, do they have Orcish Medicine? No? Okay. They get a counter. They might have one of the land cyclers here. Sting the Glinting Dagger, which basically gives that vigilance. Which means Shadowfax can't attack anymore. Would have been a great draw if they didn't have Sting. So I can run Shadowfax into it and smite the Deathless it down. And then they're just left with one card in hand. And I have Aemir next turn. I still think it's a land cycler. It was Orcish Medicine, wasn't it? Oh, nasty end. Okay. Well, they just refilled their hand quite nicely here. That's got Menace. And Vigilance. And Haste. And Death. Sure. Okay. Can we win one game? Who knows? Stick around. You love to see it. You just love to see it. Do y'all deal with this? I swear. Do you deal with this? Or is it just me? Let's lose 3 in a row here. Let's make this one quick. So, 3 keeps. I'll admit, you know, a little suspect. This one probably the most suspect out of all of them. We got out of it, but is it... Were these keeps? The first 3 games here, and maybe the only 3 games here, who knows? Were these 3 keeps? I think minimum 1, more than likely 2 of them were keeps. But how about all 3? What do you think? Definitely not going to trade these off now that I have the book going here. And they have Denethor, so that's great. So I can attack with this, they could double block, and then I can Firebrand down Denethor. I don't think they're blocking, but I mean, it was just an option there. Okay. So then do we hold up Reprieve? Try to hit a land drop or something? Or do I just play the Blade and equip? Do I hold up Reprieve and Hobbit Sting? That's probably slightly better. Although it's still not great. Again, who needs lands? Still, who needs lands? Can play the Rider, which makes us be able to use Hobbit Sting next turn. Or I can play the Blade here. These all have Menace, yeah, so they're taking 8 down to 8. Guess I'll play Rider. Hold up, rush the room. Cavalier, Errand Rider. Sure. More cards I can't play. Now they're going to trade the Rider for a 1/1. But maybe that's a reason not to attack with it, I suppose. It can also get buffed with the Blade here. So I'm trading my 3/3 for their 2/2. Or I could save the 3/3, but then they keep their Errand Rider here. I think I have to do this. So these still trade. We have them effectively at 5. Stuck on 3 lands. I mean, if we were at 5 lands, again, we win this game because of Shadowfax. And now they've got Boromir, so... We've got all the best cards in our deck and no lands to cast them here. We could trade this for Boromir. They're just going to sacrifice him, but, I mean... Oh, alright, well, they just let us kill both. I guess that's good. Still 2 lands away from Shadowfax. One top. Don't like to see that. Alright, here we go. We can play Blade, Equip, and Firebrand here. Because next turn, Shadowfax attacking puts Bill the Pony into play. So, now granted they could have something, but, I mean... Let's put it here. We can still attack with everything. And if they take 2 and 3, we have them dead here. They might have something like Orcish Medicine to give it Death Touch. Ambush. Ah, that one's worse, because that means they keep their creature. So that's not great. And they gain 2-3 life. Okay, Shelob's Ambush showing out here. Protector of Gondor, making more blockers here. Still need a land for Shadowfax. Not exactly what I meant. Do I just play Bill the Pony here? That doesn't seem right. Because next turn I'd get both of these for free. So I can just... That way this still has attacks next turn, and good attacks. Firebrand means that both of these cards are lethal next turn if I just Firebrand them in the face right now. Okay, that's a better Firebrand target. That now loots. Second Denethor. So we just, well, we can do this. Get in, put in Bill the Pony, hold up Ranger's Firebrand here. In the event that they take either of these. So they knew we had this here. They made good blocks. I could have firebranded the Berserker pre-combat. And of course they top deck Banish from Edoras, so now we have Stone Cold Nothing. I could have done that, and maybe that would have been better. That way they couldn't have killed Shadowfax, one top. So now here's the point where we now draw nothing but lands. So that'll be great. Basically. They're just looting through their deck here. We've got nothing to do with this food now that Bill is dead. I mean, they're just going to trade it off and bring the Haunt back here. Not that we can just sit back and do nothing. Draw another card. This is just so demoralizing, man. Doesn't do exactly what I want it to here. I mean, I can kill their Errand Rider, I suppose, but like, they're looting every turn. They're just going to drop like a 5/5 at some point, and that'll basically be the end for me. Yeah, that kills us quicker here. I could also kill Rosy Cotton in response and then they don't get a counter. But now they're at 8 because of the food. We do have Fire of Orthanc, which is currently lethal. Nah, never mind. They have food, so no, it's not. Shocked they haven't found something to put this game away yet. Is that lethal? Block, block, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not yet. Close. So I guess our only out is fires off the top here. And not blocking. They have like Golem's Bite in hand and they're doing math or something like that. I'm sure they've got lethal one way or another here. Hobbit Sting, close enough. Block, block, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're close. And then they're at 7, or they're at 8, and then we have no creatures left, so I'm sure we're dead. Yeah, I don't think we have an out anymore. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. So we have no choice but to block. They're up at 8, so... Alright, well that was potentially the world's quickest 0-3. Done with an insane amount of mana screw. Don't know if y'all have dealt with that as much as I just did here today. Pretty frustrating. I mean, the deck is obviously not worthy of an 0-3. It wasn't outstanding, but 0-3? Still interested to see what y'all would do with the keeps. Obviously, hindsight's 20/20, and we went 0-3 keeping all 3 of them, so probably shouldn't have done that. But at the same time, I mean, I still stand by the fact that they were keeps. We had Shadowfax. We never saw Aemir in a place that we could cast it. Theoden did one thing, and the smites came at the worst possible time here. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Thanks for sticking around. See you next time for your daily draft.